Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to try some more Dreadful Defenders. I did like playing this game on the first run and helping to defend the bubbling mass of goo with tentacles that were defending from those nasty knights and peasants and elves and those nasty things that are trying to get to our awesome bubbling god here. So it was pretty fun. You know, let's check it out. So the one thing I wish it had is like that, like I said, like some meta currency, because usually I'd start, by going into some type of a meta spending area to spend what kind of currency we have, but we don't have that. But that's okay. The game's really cool. I like its bones. Speaking of bones, there's like graveyards and stuff everywhere. So I like the theme and how things work. I do like the ability to control the way this path is generated. So this is, I forget the name of this little character here, but this character goes around building a pathway and has a portal. And that portal will spawn the units that are trying to attack our bubbly tentacled mass of gooiness here, and, try and destroy it. So we have 50 life. We can use invokes to invoke and create a defender along the pathway, or we can upgrade those defenders once they exist. The wave, it starts at 0 and then it denotes when new things are going to happen along the way. So it is nice that it lets you know, hey, something's going to occur. So we'll have to see. So the idea here is we can shape which way this little creature moves, and have it run over things like this encampment or this graveyard. So if it runs over this graveyard, you get 100 souls when it reaches this tile. If it runs over this encampment, we fight a new enemy and gain a common relic when the path reaches this tile. This one I think is a rare relic. So you fight an elite enemy and do a rare relic. And then these are impassable. So there are certain things that the little it looks to me like a Gamera, from the Godzilla. It's like a turtle that shoots flames out its rear legs and stuff, but not all the time, just when it's flying. So that's how you make sense of that. Anyways, this thing's going to run along, and then we need to invoke to either, if I invoke a unit, you get a random pull. So this is kind of the roguelike element here. So grass root is magical. Current target is stunned for 20% eldritch power. So sanguine roots. Current target is stunned for 20% eldritch power seconds. Enemies affected by this stun take 10% attack damage every 0.5 seconds. So gain 40% eldritch power. Gulp shot. Now this one is your first defender. I wouldn't recommend. This one fires a barrage of projectiles, but it does very little damage, so it's tough. Let's see, and then this one, so this is the mini spikes I was talking about, fires that big barrage. Here, Eldritch Shot, the next attack deals 400% Eldritch power, bonus damage if it's critically hit. It deals 800% Eldritch power, bonus damage. Gain 50% critical chance, this is 20% attack speed. So, as my first, I think I'm gonna take this grasp root and see if I can just place it somewhere. If I place it there, it looks like the turtle will turn. So if you see right now, it's going straight. Right there, it's going to turn. If I put it over here, it's going to turn this way. So I think I'll maybe turn it this way and see if we can get it to go towards that tile there and get a common enemy. Maybe quick, or I turned it up here and try and delay it a little bit. We'll see. So these enemies are interesting because some of them like stick around for a long time. So we're currently fighting peasants, so that's not too bad. My next invoke is 50. Oh, sorry, next invoke is 110. We have 50. Need to pay attention to where those are slated. So it's going to be a very short run here, but let's start the wave. I think we've pretty much analyzed everything that's out here. All right. So now we can invoke. We got 100 for going that way. I think we'll go ahead and invoke again and see what we can get. So here we have a stingling. I do like the stinglings. These reapers were pretty cool too. They have these big bladed arms that they sweep out. Gain one range, lose 20% special or 20% attack speed. Still has the eldritch shot. These things do a lot of damage, so I think I am going to grab one. Now the good thing here is if I can force this to kind of go like this one's going to get a lot of work in. So I think we're going to try that and kind of try and move this turtle within the range specs of this stinger and really have it do a bunch of work. So we have 40, we need 120. Let's go ahead and start the wave. Nice. I thought we were going to take at least 1 point of damage there, but did not. So that is good. The stinger is slow, so that is one kind of drawback there. So it's going to move up here one. We can invoke with 120. Let's go ahead and do that. So Grassroot, Gulp Shot, Quake Worm. So the Quake Worm fires this explosive spit. I'm opposed to that. They all have different stats too, so and then they all have the special ability. Per enemy range. Okay, this one's probably going to have a fair bit of range. Let's see what kind of range we can do there. If I am going to do this, if I am going to try and curve it up here, let's go here. I only have a little bit of shooting to do here, but as we progress, hopefully it will work its way more into our defensive lineup. So let's go ahead and start the wave there. Like we got it just before. Our bubbling mass was getting a little worried there. Okay, so everything's good there. We don't have an ability to invoke this time, so this is a little rough. It is going to do this new enemy as well, so that's gonna stink. All right, well, at least it'll be. Oh wait, choose a pair. Oh yeah. So the other thing I really liked this. Whenever you're selecting relics, you get to choose both the relic and see the enemy you're going to summon. So, that's interesting, and that it makes it so that you're choosing your reward and your poison. So let's see the guy we would add. So we would add bandit, low health, high speed, can block, I assume, and none on the movement. I'm not sure what that none means. I don't think I can like shift and go over it. Yeah, I want to go over it so I can see it, but I'm not sure how to make that happen in the game. Pressing Alt. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyways, we got a bandit. Mirror of Suffering. Enemies take 3 more damage every time they take damage. That's interesting. This one is just straight up click it and get 500 souls. That's pretty cool too, but we get the Dog Master. So he's low, no blocking, and none. Every few seconds he summons a dog. This one gains a shield every second. Rune of Regeneration. All defenders gain 0.3 base mana regen. Okay, so their special abilities are going to go off more often. Average, low, can block. I'm not sure what the stoppy foot is, but that's okay. Every few seconds gives shield to all nearby unbelievers. Man, 500 right now it would probably get us about 3. So we'd have 620, probably get us about 3 more towers. That would be pretty cool to get a big jump like that. And it doesn't seem like a terrible enemy. You see 3 more damage every time they take damage. That's pretty good too. Huh. This is a rough go here. What does this do? Clickable. Oh yeah, that's just something on the map, I think. I think it's between these two. Man, just getting permanent towers you can do is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead with the towers this time and get the dog master going. We'll get the relic here. I think we just click it now. Yeah. Okay. So that seemed to work okay. And you saw that the Quake Tower really helped us here because it got the fire more. So that was good. It's going to move straight. So I think straight is just fine for the moment. If we could do something crazy like all of that with this. 720. What do I want to do here? Another one down here. Let's see how that would change things. Worst case, we could put another Stingling over here, but let's see. Gain 40% eldritch power, gain 1 range and lose 20% attack speed. Deal 20% bonus damage per tile between this defender and its target. Well, we don't have a Reaper yet, and whenever we want to make a turn, this would be a good one. They do a lot of damage on the turns. We could always move it around, but man, I think I'm just going to get a Stingling for now. Because I don't think we're ready to make that turn yet. So I think I'm just going to put another Stingling right here and try and get, work this area a bit so we cycle back around and maybe go back over here or something. There's a lot of agency in how you build these pathways, which I really like. I think I'm just going to start it like that and see how this goes. There's a little dog being summoned, I think. Oh, wow, that quake did a lot right there. This seems like a significantly harder wave. Yikes, I'm going to need to summon towers for sure. Okay, well, Oh, it's going to move one more. Yikes. Well, let's invoke, see what we get. We got a Reaper, Gulp Shot. The Gulp Shot is the one that does the barrage of missiles. Another Quake Worm. Maybe a gain 20% range, gain 10% attack damage, speed, eldritch power, mana regen, critical chance, and critical damage and range. It's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and take the versatile and see if we can set this up. Because if I go through this area, and get the pathway right, I mean, it's going to be able to hit a lot of things. It's got like this big sweeping claw that can do all sorts of damage with its claw. So if I give these up and turn it here, it might be pretty good. Or even if I go up and turn it and come back over here. I don't think we could put the pathway right next to each other, but maybe you can. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've seen that happen. But if we can make this turn either here or here, you can gain 100 souls. Just have it go straight and then turn and come back around. You can move the Reaper to the end by upgrading it too. So you can move these creatures around, but you have to upgrade them. Let's see. Do I want another tower? I'm tempted to just do another tower now and see what we get. So Quakeworm, Reaper, Grass Brute. Defenders adjacent to no other defenders. Search power, critical damage. Critical chance, it's pretty nice. Only, All right, well, let's take this grass root, and we can remember that we have that power as well. Oh, if you put that there, it goes down. Interesting. If I put it here, it wouldn't be next to anybody. And we do the turn, it's going to have a decent. If I put it there, it's all. I think that forces the turn up next round. But it would be nice to get this 100 souls just kind of sitting out there. I think for the moment, maybe we'll put it here. And it's not going to do much this particular, wave. And let's invoke again. Let's get some things out. We have a bunch of things working for us. So let's go. So Quake Worm and Grass Root, 40% attack damage seems pretty good. So I'm gonna take Powerful, get another Quake Root, and see if there's some decent coverage here. I think that's better coverage. And if we circle back, it's going to do double work. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. We have 240 saved up now. I do like having some, some of this, currency in the bank. But if it's in the bank, it's not doing work. So there's kind of some drawbacks there, but it seemed to work pretty well that time. So it's still going to go straight. We are losing out on this one to get this one, but need to make the decision here. This is just a straight up extra 100 souls. Plus, we're exposing some of the map too. So we're coming back to an elite enemy and a common. So I think I kind of like this straight technique here. I can use, yeah. So you have to use the keyboard to kind of maneuver around. I think we can drag it if we hold. No. 340. We can invoke another one. We got a Reaper. Gain 20% crit chance. Gain 6% critical damage per eldritch power. 20% bonus damage per tile between this defender and its target. I think I'm going to take a Reaper. This Reaper we can throw here because we're going to try and make this turn. And it's going to just get everything in the circle there. Okay, it's not going to do much for this wave, though. That's okay. I hope. All right, let's see. We're getting things set up. Hopefully it's not going to kill us by doing too much prep ahead of the pathway. Okay. Yeah, and I really think this relic is quite good. Just getting a bank of 500 of this bone currency is pretty good. Or souls, sorry. It looks like skeleton heads, but I guess it looks like a little ghost too. All right, so it's still going to go straight. So we're set there. I don't think we really have to spend any currency. So let's just start the wave. We did expose some things, but I still think I'm going to make this turn and try and abuse this long line of towers that we have out already and let them do double work. All right, so another good run there. Start wave. Well, what I could do here is summon a tower and merge it with an existing, or summon a defender and merge it with an existing defender. I could try something like that, where I just go after the particular extra ability, because you can pass these abilities along when you upgrade, when you use it as upgrade fuel for another defender. So let's read through these. Overcharging. Attacks grant 1 mana. This defender gains 1 mana max for the rest of the wave every time it uses its capacity. Interesting. Gain 40% eldritch power. Gain 100% attack damage. Enemies in range gain 120% speed. Ooh. Man, these Reapers already do 12. it would be doing 24, but the creatures in range would get a little extra speed bonus. This is pretty cool. Here, the reap attack would go off quite a bit. 100% attack damage plus 3.5% eldritch power per missing percentage hit points damage in an area. I think I'm gonna take this Quake Worm and see if we can overcharge to get this, reap going. It doesn't cost a lot to do. It's only 5 mana. So let's do the Quake Worm. Then we're just gonna place it anywhere, and then we're gonna click here. Right, we click on it, upgrade. So we take this one and put it in there. And basically, these little bonuses are called Benedictions. So we click on the bonus. It only has one. So it's going to move that bonus to our Reaper here. And it's also going to upgrade the Reaper. You can see the little upgrades here. So we've got damage. Doesn't do anything to attack speed, maximum mana, or crit chance. It does increase our eldritch power, range, and mana regeneration. So it does help there. Let's go ahead and do the upgrade. Upgrade does cost a little bit of souls, but that's not too bad because it's mostly, I think, spending its power of the creature that you had summoned. So let's put it back exactly where it was, and then let's start the wave. Peace. So having this go like this is going to be pretty beneficial for us. All right. So we had 280. We can invoke for 180. Right now, it's just going to go forward. I think I'm just going to go ahead and have it do its thing, and then we're going to try and alter its course next turn. So we do have enough, I think, to do 2 invokes if necessary. We're going to have to put one in front, and then hopefully it turns up. If it doesn't turn up, we're going to have to put one down here. So, man, there's a lot of dudes coming at us right now. Hopefully we can take care of them. We're at 47. Hopefully I'd like to stay there. Right, those quakes are helping quite a bit there. That one missed. It's interesting. I saw its little projectile go all the way over here. So it didn't earn quite a bit. So let's do our invoke to see which way it's going to turn. So we have a Quake Worm, a Gulp Shot, and a Grass Brute. I think I'm going to invoke one of these Gulp Shots. We don't have one of them out yet, but let's see what we get. Deal 50% bonus damage to enemies above 70% health. Right now, that'd be pretty good. 40% attack speed is really nice. If enemy left with below 10% of its health points, it dies. Doesn't work on bosses. Let's go and grab one of these Gulp Roots and see what we get. So it is going to turn. I think I'm going to put the Gulp Root here. And then we'll have to figure out something else to go here. Because we want it to turn up. We're going to have to actually turn it again, I think. We might have to put another one here. Hopefully I have enough to make this happen. That's the other problem, is you might not have enough souls to make it turn the way you want. But we do need to do this. So I'm going to get this Stingling. Targeting becomes elite enemies. Gain 30% eldritch power. So let's put the Stingling here. We can always, change it up or whatnot, but we're going to have to, hopefully it doesn't go up here. It's interesting to see which way it's going to try and go, because I really wanted to go back down this way and have this corridor of monsters or defenders. I guess they are monsters too, but have these defenders do double work for us. But we'll see which way it wants to go. We have 110. Invoking again will be 200. We've got things the way we want it for the moment. Yeah, the problem is if it wants to go straight, I don't think I can do anything about it, right? Maybe it would come down here and here. I'm not really sure how this would work if it kind of crashes into this, but we'll see. All right, and then we've got 210. I'm going to need potentially 2 invokes, so let's just let it, oh, it's going to go straight. I don't think I can put a defender on top of this stronghold, right? Oh, Maybe I just let it go straight and have it try this. Because if it turns, it's probably going to try and turn this way. All right, well, this is going to be an exploratory one. We're going to see what kind of logic this little turtle guy is going to impose on us here. Well, I want it to turn this way, but I don't think it's going to. I'm nervous about getting another invoke going here because we can always move one by upgrading two. But let's invoke and see if we can put something on top of that stronghold. I don't think I can. And if I can, I'm not sure that it's going to go the way I want it to go. I really want it to go back down that other route there. So let's see, we got a Stingling. For each adjacent defender, gain 2 attack damage per range. That's not very good on something with such low range. I think we're just going to take another Stingling. Let's see what we can do. Can I put it? No. And if I put it there, it doesn't let me do anything with it, right? That would automatically cause it to turn this way next time. I'm gonna have to put something here so it turns the way I want it to. And I'm probably gonna have to put something here. And I can't put it there. Well, this is interesting. So we're learning more about the way this thing's going to react. So I'm just gonna have to put something there to get it to at least turn the way I want it. Oh, choose a pair. Oh yeah, because we're going on to this relic thing here. So this is an elite enemy. So the elite enemies spawn and come as extra enemies for a certain number of turns. You do get the relic though. So, but let's read through the relic. Skull of Plenty. Clickable relic, gain 40% of the amount of souls that you currently own. That's not really good at the moment. Gain 30 additional souls at the end of each wave. Enemies gain 10% attack speed. 5 heart health. Not really down for any of these, but I guess this is the least offensive, maybe? Very high health. Now, okay, hold on. So this one says, this one is not just one use. So I'm used to clickables being one use. This one specifically says one use only. This one says lose 50 souls, gain 5 heart health. Huh. He's only got average hit points. Every second stops for a few seconds, healing every unbeliever in a large area around itself. But once it's dead, it's dead. This guy's got very high health, very low speed though. And it gives you a warning, has many, many hit points. Okay. 30 extra souls seem quite good every time. But having the ability to heal ourselves is pretty good too. But he's healing all of the dudes around him. He's got no and high something. I'm not sure what that X foot is. Heals himself continuously. Well, let's go with Meslin. Let's see how much this healing power is. You can see he's going to be around for 5 turns. It looks like we already killed him. Okay, maybe we chose the right guy there. So he is going to make a turn here. We don't have much souls. Let's see how much souls we get. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, I was going to say we're 1 soul short. No. All right, so hopefully we can get him to turn here, right? So I think we're just going to let him go over, and then we'll see where he's going to, if he's going to go down here on his own, we won't put anything here. But if he's going up here, then we're going to have to put something here. So let's go ahead and just have him do this. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. So there's Muslim again. So I think this Reaper is really doing the work on killing this healing dude. So it's very nice. Now, I don't think that there's a maximum to our health. It doesn't say like 47 out of 50. So if we clicked this, I think we would just go to 52. Well, for the moment, we're taking more damage here. He's going down. He recognizes that there's a path that's not going to work here. Man, I hope this thing doesn't go back this way. How would if it goes back this way, I'm definitely messed up. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, please go this way because I can't force it to go this way. It has to just naturally go this way. I am hoping that the path itself is something that will keep it from doing that, but I think we're just going to have to see. Oh, please, pathway. Stop it. We have 310. I think I'm just going to have it go. Oh, yeah, we have the boss. So we're on wave 15. This is Milrin. He is coming. And we also have this guy to deal with. So, for the million dude, it's just him. So here's his health here. The clickable's not really going to do much for me at the moment. This is how it really gets to your health because you're just going to shoot directly at your little bubbling dude. It looks like it's going to kill me. I do have this little guy here. Come on. Okay, we got him. So choose a relic. So you get a relic for defeating the boss there. Complete guide to violent reverence. Enemies killed after losing at least 90% of their hit points in 2 seconds or less grant 1 soul. I did get a lot of souls off this the last time. One use only. Every time a defender uses this ability, gain 1 charge. 1 soul per charge. Ooh. So you let it kind of just spin up, and then all of a sudden you'll get a ton of souls all at once, but you have the agency to control when you use it. And this one's just going to be a slow drip. I think these enemies use their abilities quite often, so this would power up pretty quickly. I think I've had this one before, and it does give you souls. It's like your numbers are even here because the reward system is based that way. But once you get this, it just starts, like a little running tally. I think I'm just going to take this. They seem to be pretty similar. This is ability based. This is, how you kill them. So let's take that and see how it works. I'll take the other one next time if we get offered. I can't really do anything about the wave. When the boss, this is interesting to note, when the boss came, the little turtle did not move. So it said it was going to go down here, but it did not move. So let's let it go down there. Okay, it is going to go the way I want it to. Unfortunately, it does make it, well, no, it's going to go here. So the pathway is going to go here. You see the little, pluses here. Okay, this is going to work out okay, for that Reaper. I'm going to need to put some more towers down here for sure. And it did heal us when we killed the boss. We did get some healing out of that too. Yeah, I need some more defenders here, but I like that we got some extra. I think we got about 7 extra or 12 extra out of that. That's pretty good. Invokes or souls. So 522 is getting us a 210. It's going to go the way we want it to go. Do I want to add something here? I mean, we've got a pretty good amount built up here. Let's go and invoke, see what we get, then we'll figure out placement. So we can get another Reaper that gets some extra range. Gulp shot. The range on the gulp shot is that's 1.2, and this is, I think range is 1, right? This one is 1.8. Let's do another Quake worm. Target becomes least advanced. Gain 30% extra range, so it's going to aim at the kind of the fodder that comes at us. Versatile is pretty nice. You just get this extra percentages for stuff. Let's take a gulp shot. Let's see if we can get a gulp shot like right here so that it's just firing into this mass as it's going along. We've got another gulp shot here, so let's see how this goes. So far, this run isn't bad. We're back up to maximum hit points. Now, I'm also wondering if 50 is the max. If I use this, do we go to 55? Because it says gain 5 heart hit points. There's quite a lot coming at us at this moment. Come on. Do some explosive shots here. Oh man, we're going to take some damage here. Yeah. All right, so we're back down to 47. I am going to do an invoke and see if we can get another tower like in here. It's not enough. It's going to get better as this moves along, but we need something here to kind of help kill off the end dudes. So let's do an invoke. We're going to get some extra 50% crit damage, gain 10% attack speed every second while no enemies are in range. Resets after 5 seconds when an enemy gets in range. So this is interesting, because that first attack is going to go off really fast. Gain 20% eldritch power for each adjacent defender. 50% crit damage. Well, I think I'm going to take the guaranteed kind of kills here. Yeah, that might be good to just have some coverage all the way to the blob, or to the bubbling mass. I think I'm gonna put it here and just see if we can get some, pick off some guys as we go along here. So we're at 203. So let's see how many we get from this book this time. We're heading down to getting another elite. The current elite has cleared at this point, I believe. Oh, he's still there. Darn it. I thought they only showed up while you have that dude. So we're at 209. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, the ones come up on their own. So I do think this is a pretty good relic, but we got a lot of guys getting to us. This is unfortunate. I need more towers for sure. And I'm probably going to have to use this at some point. Yeah, the mechanism, the towers are not working to our advantage yet here. Yeah, one of those big healer dudes came out, and he doesn't have the timer anymore. So I'm wondering if they just come out after you run these things over and they just never go away. I can't remember from the last game. I mean, our pathway's pretty long, but we obviously need more defenders, so we took more damage there. So I don't have to turn this anytime soon. I'm going to have to turn it multiple times here. I think we're just going to go with what we have, and hopefully it's for the best. I don't see the big healer dude didn't come out that time, so maybe he just had one more. This was here before the wave started. Then when it's clicked, it went away. So hopefully without him healing, it's not as aggressive as far as how many get through here. There was also lots of dogs in that um, previous wave as well. They were able to generate a lot of dogs off of the dudes that bring the dogs with them. All right, that was much better. We've got them, killed off, pretty far away from our there. All right, so this is going to be a select a relic and select an elite enemy. So we're gonna have elite enemies coming at us again. Some mysterious old chest, clickable relic, gain 2 random common relics. Now that's very interesting. Um, hmm. Handed clockwork. Clickable relics of the cooldown have their cooldowns reduced by 2 waves, minimum of 1 wave. Skull, a clickable relic will gain 40% of the amount of souls that you currently have. Now that you can just kind of save up. Now this guy's rough because when you take him, he just fires directly at the heart, and you're just gonna start taking tons of heart damage. I don't think I've had this Gathial the Brute. Um, Gaining 2 common relics seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and take him, and then let's do our low clickables. Defenders drafts now have 1 more option. Enemies take 50% additional damage. This bonus reduces by 5% for every second since they appear, down to 0%. Okay. Defender drafts now have 1 more option. Defender drafts. So when I invoke, I bet I have 4 options. Oh man, he has a ton of hit points. Oh man, this is not good. I don't think I can invoke mid-wave, or can I? Yeah. All right, let's throw another Stingling right here. Oh, come on, get him. Oh, no. All right, I think I'm going to have to use my clickable here and heal. Stop. Oh, so many points of damage. Oh, man, this is bad. And they were like shielded too. Oh, that is terrible. Yeah. This guy is really bad. All right. Well, I have these here now. I just threw a Stingling there because I was kind of panicked. Like, what do I do? Wow, that is rough. Okay. Well, I guess it is what it is there. Now, I can upgrade a tower, but I think I need some more firing power. Um, hmm. Well, that's it we get. So we do have 4 options here now. So that's kind of cool. Gain 2% mana regen for each missing heart health. Well, I do have a lot of missing heart health, but it's that gulp shot again. I could just make that wall of gulp shot at the end there. I mean, 40% attack speed is pretty good on a Stingling, though. Just guarantee some kills there. I think I'm going to take this and put it here and just try and have it pick things off as it's going through here. So this bonus will be active, from the start. So let's see if this helps a little bit. We're at 12, so we don't have a lot of ability to change the waves there. This big giant dude is really, really nasty. I don't think I can have my dudes assigned to shoot at particular things. Yeah, and I can't use the clickable at the moment. Man, he has so much health. Holy smokes. Yeah, look, I'm shooting all at him and hardly any damage. Maybe we'll get him. Are we gonna get him? Come on, Stingers, get him, get him, get him. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. So that makes me feel better. Because the last run was just really tough. We do have a way to get our hit points back, so that's something that I didn't have in the past. But I do need to also make it so that this thing's going to move the way I want it to. So let's move up a little bit, get that in a little bit better view. Man, so he's got 3 more turns of this. Well, let's have it go. I mean, we can always skip that if we think it's a common. I really do think I want it to, go up here. I mean, if it would go all the way up here, I don't know that I'm going to get much advantage to that because of the waterway. All right, guys, you got to kill this dude. Let's get him. I think they do more. Like, if he makes it to the heart, I think he does like 5 damage or something. I think he does more damage than the typical guys that reach. It looks like we're messed up on this run. Quakes aren't saving us. Really thought this would be more effective, but that big giant is kind of messing up our ability to shoot at all the little guys. Wow. Yeah, that's rough. Well, it's going the way we want it to, so I guess we just start another wave. We've got 2 more waves, or 1 more wave after this one. 293. We're in a pretty bad spot because if they get through, with any significant degree, we're in trouble. Oh man, this does not look good. Well, I can invoke, but it's going to go this way. So I guess I invoke here. Let's do another stingling and throw it right here. At least it could shoot both ways. I probably should have done that earlier. Yeah, we are going to need to use that. Wow. You're in a rough way. We're still alive. We have 11 left. Not good. We're at 121. I don't have enough for a tower. We do have a defender. I keep calling them towers. Common relic and enemies. All defenders gain base mana regen, so that rune of regeneration again. That's not bad, I don't think. But the paladin is another high hit point dude. Yikes. It's got the wrong animation. Yeah, it's using the big giant animation. And its first death, and its first death resurrects with all of its hit points. Ay, ay, ay. All defenders gain 0.4 base attack damage. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Has no special abilities. Ooh, but it does block. Clickable. Select a defender. You can replace it. It will influence the path. Down 3 waves. Replace it. I think I'm just going to get everybody to do more damage. Let's do that because it seems to be my problem right now is I'm just not doing enough damage. I wouldn't mind moving to like a corner if I could. The other thing I think that's needed is some type of a tower that does like a beam attack, like a beam type tower here would be really, really nice. And I think we're done with this big broody giant too, which is nice. Okay, that was good. Now, unfortunately, I need to start building my health back too. Oh, he didn't count that time because, oh man, it had the night coming at us, right? All right. Man, I don't know if I'm ready for another elite. I might have this just go like this, or maybe if it doesn't turn up, I can have it go straight. If it just stays straight, I'll have it grab this 100 souls. I have 222. I don't have enough to invoke. Let's just start and see how this goes. Yeah, moving him. I don't know. He gets to attack both sides, though. I mean, getting he's going to go this way. Darn it. Well, it could be an extended pathway. I go up here. I could build out the rest of my stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use some points here to get health back, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put some points in there because I'm just gonna start taking health. I don't really have much choice. Okay, he can't kill me, but man, that stunk. All right, well, I do have enough to invoke. What do I do here? Could get a Reaper and put it here. Let's see if we get a Reaper. We do. Gain 10% attack speed per kill. Let's do that. Let's put it there. We'll have it wrap around. Hopefully by then we're ready for an elite, I guess. I don't know. It's not easy at the moment. I guess I should be using these upgrades more and lower my invoke as well. These guys I don't think are doing much. What are their special abilities? Let's see. Ooh, just versatile. Ooh, that's good. Let's do this one. Oh, I don't have enough for an upgrade. I need 10, right? Let's start the wave and then we'll push upgrade once we get to 10. It's a little dangerous game we're playing because if I don't get enough upgrade, get that going real quick. We put them right here. Oh no, I forgot it like moves it while it's upgrading. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough to do a heal, and I only have 7 hit points. This might be the death of me here. Yeah, this is not good. I'm not going to get 50 by the time they get here. So this might be the end of me here. Man, I really thought this was a good idea, but it could just be it's not good enough as far as the towers are concerned. I think I need to be upgrading more, would be my guess. I'm not going to have enough, I don't think, to save myself, but I'll try clicking. Nope. Huh. Well, that didn't work out as well as I wanted, unfortunately. It did say our Reaper, these Reapers I think are really good in these choke points. Huh. All right, well, I'm definitely going to play this again. I think I did the right things. It just had some pretty nasty enemies coming at me. But I could have done everything wrong. Maybe I should have gone a different way. I don't know. But I felt like it went okay. It just we got overwhelmed, and I think that these guys doing double work is the way to go. That's usually how I play a lot of these defense games. Is I try and get the towers doing double work on both sides of a pathway. And this game's interesting because you can shape the pathway. But maybe what I need to be doing is more upgrades so I can get the invoke cost to come back down and add more back in. My only problem with that is I really needed to have points to shape the pathway. So there's some give and take there. It does look like it's going to go over the water here. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. All right, well, that was Dreadful Defenders. It's a demo that's out now. You can play for free. Airlag Studio or Erlag Studio. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I do like it. I think this is a very interesting game. Yeah, I think for me, the only thing missing is like a meta currency. If this had meta currency that and some big skill tree to put points into and keep you interested in progressing in that manner as well, it would be 5 out of 5 stars. I really like the concepts they have in the game and the agency to try and shape that pathway yourself is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be back to play this some more. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. And I hope you are too. If you are, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you've tried it. I think it's a game very, very much worth trying. So if you like tower defense, give this one a shot. There's a lot going on here, and it's one of those simple concepts with hard to master type thing. but I do like it quite a bit. Well, take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.